As he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant. Check. Go on. Go. Shoot. Check one. Go out. Back. Look at me. Go. Try.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Fair. Check 9. Set.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Check 52. Showing it. Look. Squeeze.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Under 10. 22 check bomber. Lucky. Slam. Check. Fresno. Kill. Fresno.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry running right. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Red. 50. Plant. 47. Here we go. Check 99.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
47's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. Protein spin. What happened?
On 1st and 10, Love. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, Wahoo! Mike 55, Mike 55. He don't know no better. Mike 55. Right. Leo. This is swerve on. Check 37. Check 37. Hey. Protect. Bravo. Big grip.
Minshew throwing on third down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
61.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Set up. 30 base. Let's go. Get ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On now is the Titans punter. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Go out.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Go. Topper. Bam. Go. Hey, Haywood.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
6-6, pull it high. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We all now. Shift. Slam. Grace don't travel. Switch it.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now. Ten Lobo. Here we go. Check 43.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Jaguars.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Off play action. Love. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
At the 19-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Watch it.
On 2nd down, Minshew firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? March by 4. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a mess.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Hey, stand up.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. combo now. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Derrick Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, lock it. Check 15. Greystone, travel. Sponge. No. Check 3. Jim. Leo. Check. Protein spill. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the 31, Minshew. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Guard. Back. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, orbit. Five.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
H3-2-18, chopper. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Tight dog, tight dog.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
80 weapons. Kill out. Kill. Watch the eye. Yes. Hey. High 7.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running the net. Direction, then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Let's go. 8, read.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the
Let's go,
score
baby.
Titans
Let's go.
13, Jaguars 7.
Set up. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check three. Check three. Check three.
On first down, Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And now it's third down.
Undercrush. Check it back. Check it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, go.
They'll run with Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Go. Check 55. Ready.
To throw again on second down. Minshew, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buzz. 3. Ready, now.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Titans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Love. It's caught. Nelson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to lay one up deep. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are able to cut into that lead.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, echo. Mike 5-4. Look, squeeze. Cut. Get it.
Now Minshew. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. 1 timeout left, 1-score game. They're going to go onside kick now. And this one travels out of bounds to push him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Tighten up. Check 43.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
I got you. He's checking.
Now it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready. 70 in. Bring it. Kill. Hatchet. 80 weapon. Check safety. Watch safety creeping.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, just shoot.
On 4th down, Minshew. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Titans are close to finishing off this football game.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hit it.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly.